Hello, folks. A Automotive Reviews. Ford bumped up the Bronco's buyers to the 2022 model year. And here's how they be compensated. The reborn 2021 Ford Bronco is in high demand, and the Blue Oval deserves every bit of praise bestowed upon it for reviving a legendary SUV with brilliant design and impressive capabilities. Unfortunately, continued fallout due to the coronavirus pandemic has hit the Ford supply chain, pushing back deliveries until next summer. But the good news is that this delay isn't terribly long. The bad news, yes, the big news as well, is that the combination of high demand and production related factors will force some 2021 model years hopefuls to wait until 2022. A member of the Bronco 6G forum has posted an email that they received from the automaker informing them that it anticipates deliveries to continue through 2022 calendar year, with some customers getting a 2022 model year Bronco instead of a 2021. And that is just crazy, but it's a good thing. At least Ford is compensating. Now, the email provides Bronco reservation holders a general update of the situation, and Ford reiterates its commitment to deliver a high-quality product as soon as they can, and that dealerships will begin reaching out in mid-January instead of this month to schedule an order to consultation and ultimately place an order. Once all orders have been submitted in May, buyers will be provided with the estimated delivery date, and at that time, some will learn whether they'll have to wait until 2022. Now, to compensate them for the delay, Bronco customers are being invited to join Ford Pass Rewards loyalty program. Here's how it works. Upon taking delivery, Bronco owners will earn 42,000 points, valued at over $200, which can be used toward maintenance and service, accessories, and other benefits at the dealership, which is quite nice, folks. Straight up awesomeness that Ford is going out the way. An additional 20,000 points will be given upon delivery as a show of appreciation for their patience. The total of 62,000 points equates to $300. Hopefully, those points won't be needed for maintenance, but instead can be spent on some of the hundreds of accessories available for the Bronco, such as a soft top and all-weather floor mats. All accessories will have warranties as well. The Bronco delivery delay was certainly a blow in waiting until 2022. For some customers, it will be especially difficult, but at least they'll get plenty of time to shop in the accessory catalog, which sounds like a good thing, folks. I mean, it's good, in one way it could be bad news, but another way it's good news that Ford is compensating people. You ever been to a drive-through and you ordered your food, and then you get your food and you find out it ain't your order, and then you go back and then they give you back what you ordered, and then you feel like looking at them like, hold on a second, shouldn't I be compensated? And Ford is doing that without even us asking questions. I mean, this is just something that you should do out of courtesy, because when there's a mess up, you should compensate your customers and let them know that you appreciate their time. And Ford is doing that. That's a good customer service way. That's a good customer service way of taking care of patients on a scale from 1 to 10 as far as customer service, which haven't been done yet. But if they go down this route, they'll get a 10 in my book. Now, if people don't know why, but here's why there was a delay. Now, late a month ago came the news that 2021 Ford Bronco customers feared most. The reborn SUV is being delayed. Instead of this spring, deliveries won't get underway until summer. Ford blames the problem on the COVID-related challenges. Suppliers are experiencing difficulties. Above all, the Blue Oval remains committed to building Broncos with the quality that their customers expect and deserve. Now, Ford declined to go in detail regarding the supplier problem, but the Detroit Free Press has learned what was going on. The specific delay involves removable tops, which are manufactured outside of the United States. The Bronco final assembly takes place in Wayne, Michigan, which, hey, this is a born and made in America product. However, sometimes you have to go global in order to get what you need. Now, the CEO of Auto Forecast Solutions a company that specializes in automotive forecasting database, offered a more detailed explanation. What's holding up deliveries is the tops. There are multiple facilities globally where they're sourced. So Ford was playing with the idea of delivering the Broncos without a top to the dealer. From the Ford perspective, the entire Bronco can be built without a top. You don't necessarily have to change the production schedule. Now, quality issues that afflicted the Ford Explorer, the Lincoln Aviator, are not the Bronco's problem, fortunately. The good news is that if the supplier miraculously finds a way to bring tops up to speed, they don't have to change the production schedule at all, the CEO said. It's not like missing a steering wheel or instrument panels, which leave you sort of screwed. But this is a totally different scenario, dealing with the tops. Now, a second anonymous source with close ties to Ford also confirmed the tops are the issue. The exact problem might be linked to a supplier in China. The fact that Ford purposely chose not to disclose the precise source of the delay could be interpreted as a possibility the issue could still somehow be resolved in time for spring deliveries. I'm thinking now, since it's made in China, perhaps it could be politically, because of the the present administration, the relationship with China, and people getting mad, and Ford probably didn't want to get caught up in that mess either. Now, even if Ford can't find a solution by spring, the delay isn't long. Bronco enthusiasts have waited nearly 25 years for the SUV to return, so a few additional months ain't a big deal, as some would say. But some people might be hurt by this. And Ford understands that, and that's why they got the Ford Pass loyalty program. So, and that'll work to our benefit, with these Ford Broncos. It'll work to our benefit and they're going out of the way to compensate us, which is good. Now, if you can remember, they said they had a problem with the delay as far as with the Ford Explorer, but it's not the same. Now, Explorer sales were way down last year, and there were production hiccups, but not with the Bronco. Now, the Ford Explorer, which was the all-new 2020, and Ford Motor Company foresees a smoother sailing ahead, and with the Lincoln Aviator, they had issues too as well. And but with the Bronco, not the same issues. Now, if you can remember the issues that were with the Explorer, when Ford released the U.S. market year end sale report of 2019, revealing that the Explorer sales were down 14.6% in the fourth quarter compared to the same period a year ago, that's hardly what any automaker hopes to see. It launches a completely redesigned product, but it actually represents a massive 52% increase over the previous quarters, in which U.S. Explorer sales slid by 48% over a year. But what was the problem? What was the problem with the delay? Now, they said the Explorer and Aviator were plagued by quality issues and had a slower production ramp up as far as they hoped. And the Ford spokesperson, Kelly Felker, told the Chicago Tribune she confirmed that the thousands of 2020 Ford Explorers had to be shipped to Flat Rock, Michigan for quality control after rolling off the line. And when asked about the quality issues, Ford President Automotive John Henricks freely admitted that Ford took on too much. With the simultaneous launches of the Ford Explorer and the Lincoln Aviator, early examples of each model were reportedly stricken with issues ranging from missing components, transmission bugs that created a vehicle rollaway risk, to air conditioning systems that only blew out hot air. It was not like every single vehicle had to necessarily have fixes, Felker said, but every single vehicle had to be inspected to determine if it needed fixes. Now, despite the limited availability of the Ford Explorer and the Lincoln Aviator, Ford Motor Company as a whole saw that U.S. sales declined just 3% in 2019, and that was reflecting a trend. So these type of situations are not the problem with the Ford Explorer. We better hope. Not with the Ford Explorer, but not the problem with the Bronco. And I said we better hope because it's not out yet. So, but they're saying that hope that they learned from that past experience. But we'll see. And I hope they did learn from the past experience. And our fingers are crossed. Ford spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to, I believe it's in a $700 million to get this plant running up and up to par with the Ford Bronco. And hopefully they don't miss anything, and hopefully our ACs aren't kicking out hot air and everything else, and hopefully everything will work, and hopefully there's no bugs, no misses, and hopefully these quality issues don't go back to the Bronco, and that everything works good without any snafus. But again, everything starts, the launch is delayed. Now, if we're under the impression that the days of the delayed vehicle launches and production hookups caused by the coronavirus wherever, you know what, we all wrong. GM, for instance, had to pause production of the 2020 Corvette a couple of times in recent memory due to interruptions within the supply chain. Worse than that, news has just broke that Ford will have to delay the launch of the 2021 Ford Bronco from spring to summer of 2021. Owing to the COVID-related challenges the supplier experiences. Now, that's according to Ford spokesperson Gian Candiz. We are committed to building Broncos with the quality our customers expect and deserve. And that's a good thing. We want them to build these Broncos and build them right. Now, consider a lesson learned from Ford Botch. Ford learned from those lessons that we just talked about with the Ford Explorer and the leaking Aviator. Both of those vehicles were rushed to market with insufficient time to work out any of the kinks during pre-production, resulting in a host of problems that Ford had to scramble to solve for early buyers. Now, after leaving out the scenarios, Ford recognized that it's better for the Bronco to arrive a little bit late than be fully baked with and undercooked with all kinds of problems and issues. And it would really suck to get a nice car, but then to find out that the AC and find out that the transmission is undergoing hiccups. And Ford, hopefully they're doing the right thing, but we will see. And I guess, it'll probably be a few years after the SUV is out, if not a year or so, that we can learn that all the hiccups have been taken care of. And we really hope that it is. And our fingers are crossed. And I know sooner or later I am going to put in a reservation for mine, and I don't know, and see how it goes, because when you owe so much on one car, and then you have to do it at the right time when it's financially viable. And so I'm just waiting. And I think with me, mistake I made, when you go out and buy a car, when you sit in with the finance guy, I think the only thing that you should get is the tire package. And a tire package is just in case you blow out your tire on the trail, you can take it back and get it replaced, because those tires could run anywhere from $300 to $400 a piece. It might be $500 a piece, just depending upon what brand you want to get. And you want to get the best brand, because the best brand tends to last longer and tend to wear better. And it just, and so get the tire warranty, but everything else you really don't need. You don't need no crank protection. You don't need with the key loss, where you get the free key. You don't need, because actually what happened to me is that I got like $10,000 of additional stuff in the finance office, thinking I was protecting my car because I was thinking I was going to keep it. And so what happens is that $10,000, then all of a sudden when it's time to trade in your car, and you find yourself being up under. So it's best just to get the tire package, because that's the only thing that you'll use. And the only thing that'll pay for itself, and the tire package itself being like $700, and that's about it. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. You have your own insurance. You got the gap insurance is what you'll need too, just in case you get in a car accident and the car get totaled. So gap insurance and the tire package is basically the only thing that you would need. And the tire package also cover the wheels. So if you're out on a trail and you mess something up, you just take it back and they'll fix it. And they'll also give you new tires. And that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself, every time you mess up a rim and mess up a tire, you're going to find yourself out of $1,000, anywhere from $7,000 to $1,000. And who wants that? So just get the tire package and whatever. They should have something like that. And for us, this is a automotive review. That's just a word of advice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video about the Ford Bronco, and we're talking about the bumps and the hiccups, and also talking about the now Ford bumps the Bronco buyers, the 2022 model year, and that's what so we may find ourselves in the 2022 model year ticket deliveries, which means we'll also get the whatever, whatever they produce on the 2022 model, you get the benefit of that, because I'm sure new technologies, all the snafus that'll be worked out from the 2021 model and then 2022 model, getting that, it's going to be a plus because they're going to be fixing all the issues that possible in the 2021. Hey, Automotive Reviews, thanks for watching. Remember, like, share, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.